Call, eh?
No, good luck.
Let David call?
Yeah, he's the best.
Okay,
right.
okay, there we go, David.
Tails.
Whoops. Tails it is, you've won the toss.
All best. Good luck, man.
Okay, good luck to both.
All right.
David, must have been great for the morale, the performance in India.
Very much so, yes. Not too many people gave us too much of a chance out there, bearing in mind previous results and the side we took across. But they worked very hard, things came out right. We earned our success in the end.
And what about, as far as Australian conditions are concerned, the team perhaps a little underdone, do you think, for this match?
Well, I suppose in some ways you could have done with more practice, more sort of acclimatisation to these conditions. The wickets here are a little bit bouncier, the pace of the bowlers is a bit different as well. So really we're going to be tested out straight away. We've chosen to bat first, so we'll find out very soon what's going to happen.
Ball, no runs on the board. Lawson is bowling to Fowler, and your commentators Bill Lorry and Frank Tyson.
First runs for England. McCurdy, the fieldsman.
Ideal conditions for bowling.
And batting, Frank, and it's a great moment for Doughton and Fowler to open this series as batsmen. The slower wickets of India to the bouncy Melbourne Cricket Ground wicket in front of a near-capacity crowd. Deflection down to fine leg. A leg by. It's no wicket for 3. And it's going to be Terry Alderman. Down onto the front foot and beats cover point. Good shot, confident stroke. Called out and picks up 3 valuable runs. Good confident forward stroke, getting to the pitch of the ball. And Fowler, an experienced opener. He faced 2 deliveries. He'll be troubled by Alderman if he moves the ball late towards the slips. Bounces in front of Phillips, he knocks it away. Good piece of bowling, but not a catch, didn't quite carry.
And perhaps that's indicative of the lack of pace in this wicket. Lack of bounce, lack of pace. Fowler, with a reputation for being a little bit of a flirt outside the off-stump, fending at that, a little bit away from his body, getting quite a thin edge, and in spite of that, the ball not carrying as far as the keeper, Phillips. Perhaps Phillips standing a little bit too far back for this pitch.
No wicket for 15. It's Terry Alderman from the members' end. Nice edge, racing away. Lawson comes around, doesn't make it. The first boundary for England.
Well, as that ball sped towards the boundary there, I seem to detect that Jeff Lawson, coming around very quickly, was about to bend down and pick it up, realised that it wasn't there to be picked up. He didn't dive. I thought he might have done in a desperate attempt to save it, but perhaps he's just feeling a twinge in the back. He might be a little bit reluctant to throw himself around. 2 countries who played the initial test match in 1877, on this very ground, in fact. Since that time, there's been this great spirit of competition between the 2 sides. Each team in each group of this World Championship of Cricket play one another just once before the semi-finals. So the competitive spirit there is to be brought out will be coming out in this game.
And that's a beautiful shot. And it's the sort of shot people like myself can get very excited about. Beautifully blazed down the ground there by Fowler. That's the first real act of aggression we've seen from him. Oh, beautiful shot by Downton. On the up, through extra cover, no doubt about that one. Lovely timing, good placement. And that gives you some idea of how good this pitch is. Alan Border now has made his first change. McDermott has been brought into it. Once again, nice timing from Downton. Just closing the face. They'll go for 3. Fowler's flying down the wicket.
None for 44. And Tota accelerating nicely.
Oh, and an attempt there by Border, and what an attempt it was too. Flying away in the air to his left. Just got a hand to it, but wasn't able to hang on. Well, that was so close. Downton slashing outside off stump in the air. That smashed away over the top. Good shot. That brings up the 50. Lovely shot from Downton. The attempted bouncer there from McDermott. Got up around head high and smashed away square for 4. McCurdy is being brought into the attack. Those are the bowling figures to date. McCurdy about to start his spell. He'll be nice and tense. It's over the top. Good aggressive shot this. A little bit underneath the top of it, underneath it there, and so it didn't run away down to the boundary, but they collect 3 for it.
Pretty tense situation in this game. England off to an excellent start. 4 runs and over. So not only does he have to try and pick up a wicket or 2, but he's got to keep that run rate down.
He's gone. No, he's dropped him. My goodness, the first opportunity, a real one for Australia. And Fowler falling for the trap. The man in there is Alderman at second slip. They've set that specifically for the edge. It was a pretty straightforward catch. Went quite quickly, mind you, but it was dropped.
16 overs gone now, and 61 on the board. The Channel 9 helicopter taking some aerial shots of the ground tonight when the lights go on.
Got him.
And batsman Fowler thought it was through, I think. McDermott grabbed it. It was well hit. The first wicket down, but that has been a splendid opening stand from these 2 players, Graham Fowler and Paul Downton. They've done wonderfully well.
Either Fowler thought it was through, or he just wasn't used to Australian fieldsmen hanging on to the catch. But he suddenly took off for a run. I think it had partly got out of McDermott's hands. The first wicket down in the 17th over with the England score on 61. He's a pretty quick bowler and has many fans around Australia.
Yeah, they won't gain much of an insight into his pace today because he's well below top pace, Craig McDermott. Well, that'll be interesting. McCurdy's catch. He's got it. It's a good catch. It's very well taken. Not so long ago, he dropped 3 in the space of about 15 minutes in a Sheffield Shield match. But he got himself under that one very well. Judged it nicely. Paul Downton has gone.
Well, I think McCurdy had a little bit of a wipe of the hands before that ball came down. He might have been sweating a little. The only other fast bowler I've seen do that is Jeff Hammond, former South Australian and Australian fast bowler. Wiped his hands before the ball came down. Unfortunately, he didn't complete the catch, as McCurdy did on that occasion. And Downton out for 27. England 2 for 66 in the 19th over.
McCurdy, the fielder, 2 to Lamb.
Yes, it's happy birthday, Victoria. 150th birthday anniversary, and it's a cool day, and it's McCurdy from the members' end. Could be out, yes, straight to mid-wicket. The pace of McCurdy coming on to Gower, and Terry Alderman took a straightforward catch, and the vital wicket falls to the bowling of Rod McCurdy.
The judgment was right, the execution was wrong. That ball pitching minimally outside leg stump, and Gower quick to seize upon it, but in so doing he failed to go on top of it, possibly because the ball was going further away outside the off stump, and in consequence he offered that low chance to Terry Alderman, and he is out. A great blow against England that. He's out for 6, 3-4-77.
It's going to be a change from the outer end. Simon O'Donnell to bowl his first over. Good shot. O'Donnell dropping short. That's the shot of the match so far. Alan Lamb seizing on that short pitch delivery, pulled that through wicket with tremendous power.
He's a good player and he likes the short ball. And that run rate was up in the high 3s before the fall of that first wicket, and it's coming down very, very slowly, but nonetheless it's still coming down. It's up around 3.7, 3.8.
Nice deflection. Misfield by Hughes, and they pick up the bonus run. Australians been a little bit sloppy in the field today. Just wide of mid-wicket. Two runs. Gatting and Lamb, very good onside players. They're pretty well poised to go on England if they're good enough. Good batting conditions. Sun's out. Good seeing day for batsmen.
And I think there were 12 men on the field. And Alan Lamb was looking around saying, hey, what's going on? Well, something's going off, the 12th man.
Alderman. Fine shot. Driving off the front foot square of the wicket. Great bit of fielding by Robbie Kerr. There was 3 in that, but they weren't game to chance their luck on his good arm. Fine piece of fielding.
Jeff Lawson, as usual, very accurate. None for 15. Terry Alderman in his final over, none for 38. Craig McDermott seems to have that knack of picking up a couple of wickets.
Beautiful shot, straight into the gap, right off the mid of the bat, and Lamb not bothering to run. That's only the second boundary in 18 overs. Well, what a shot it was.
And that's the type of blow that England need to inflict a little more often now off the Australian bowlers. But good shot, pitched up, whipped away off that middle and off stump. He hit across the line of the ball a little bit. That didn't matter. There's no one out there. Good shot.
Well played again, down to the boundary. That means that that's 12 off that over. Alderman's gone for 48 in his 10 overs, and England 3 for 130. And these two now put on 50 and are looking pretty solid at the moment. And that one played into the gap just behind point for 2 to Gatting.
Mike Gatting yet to hit a boundary. Faced more deliveries than Alan Lamb. Lamb, by contrast, 3 boundaries.
And that one run away nicely down to third man again. He's coming back for the second. Good running.
It was, and the English players now just getting the hang of this.
Nicely played, and that's beaten the man at backward point. And once again, they'll collect 2, or will they get 3? Gatting's coming back. This could be close. He'll shy at the other end. Yes, he does. A good running there by the Englishman. 3 for that shot.
And the England run rate, the highest it's been so far in this match. At one stage, it got up to right on 4 and over, the 13th over. Then it dropped back. And now there's suddenly a few problems out there, Fallon Border, with this very good partnership in progress.
Well, that's nicely placed too. They probably come back for the second here. Yes, this has certainly been a very professional middle order partnership.
They've put on 65, and they've done that without taking too many chances.
Crowd is probably around about the 80,000 mark now, I suppose. A bit less than that. Don't want that many members in. Oh, that's good running. Should never have been 2 runs there to that man coming in, but these two fellows run brilliantly between the wickets, and they picked out vessels. Lamb goes to 50.
It's been a brilliant knock by Alan Lamb, and a very intelligent one.
I don't know that Kerr will get there. Oh, what a lovely piece of cricket. Marvellous response from the crowd there.
That's one of the reasons why Robbie Kerr's in this Australian side. He's been the outstanding man along with Lawson in the outfield, and he really must have covered 40 to 50 metres to pull off a magnificent catch and get rid of the very dangerous Alan Lamb for 53. It's 4 for 159.
Christopher Cowdery to take strike now. Bowled. LBW. Cowdery given out. That's a very good piece of bowling from McDermott. He has a good Yorker, and he really ripped that one in.
Chris Cowdery getting in a bit of a tangle there with his feet, and umpire Tony Crafter judging that one LBW. Probably felt that it would have hit around about leg stump. And Chris Cowdery out to the first ball that he receives. LBW to Craig McDermott. And England slumped to 5 for 159 in the 38th over. Gone. Terry Alderman at mid-wicket has taken his second catch. And Mike Gatting on the way. So once again, Australia have picked up 3 quick wickets after a very good partnership from England.
Simon O'Donnell, the wicket taker this time. Gatting has played extremely well. Alderman's had a mixed day. Some fumbles, a drop catch, and 2 catches, 6 for 166. Phil Edmonds comes in now at this crucial stage for England. The Lamb-Gatting partnership had them well on the way to making 230. Now they face a struggle. Here's McDermott. That was the attempted Yorker. Ooh. I've seen fellas break fingers doing that, grabbing hold of the fence, going at such speed.
Cuts again and cuts well.
And these figures come to you through our digital equipment. Very quick to get them up, and pretty illuminating and pretty heartening from an Australian point of view. Craig McDermott 3 for 39. Excellent figures.
Cuts again and finds the gap. Good cricket. Excellent placement. Misfield into the gutter. Bonus runs for England. Peter Faulkner fumbling. 11 off the over. 6 for 187.
Curdy to Philip Edmonds.
It's a good shot. Robbie Kerr, once again a good arm. 5 off the over, 6 for 199.
Lawson to Edmonds.
Bowled him. Trying to hit down the ground, Edmonds. Clean bowled by Jeff Lawson. The crowd rises to its feet. Good delivery, he was always at the stumps. The end of a good little innings from Phil Edmonds.
He had to do something. His foot was nowhere near the line of the ball. He was pushing out on the leg side. That ball coming in, a good in-swing, a big gap between bat and pad. And Lawson has concentrated on that leg stump, strikes it, and claims the 7th wicket, as Phil Edmonds is out bowled for 20.
Here's Marks now taking strike to Lawson.
Oh, great attempt for a caught and bowl, but it eludes Lawson. A single, the over bowled, 7 for 202. Good effort by the Australian bowlers. Recovered well after being 3 for 150. A bit of trouble. England looking good at that stage, and Marks gets hold of that one. Racing onto the wicket area, could go for 4. Jones in pursuit, doesn't make it. 4 valuable runs. It's Phil Marks on strike. 4.35 the run rate. Jeff Lawson the bowler. Gets that. Past border. Knocks it away, deflects it away from Jones. They'll get the extra run. Well run, Phil Marks. Bowling, walking, full pitch. Hits the off stump. Marks out for a very handy 24. And the 8th wicket has fallen. A fine spell of fast bowling by Jeff Lawson.
Well, Jeff Lawson and Vic Marks have known one another for a long, long time. There's a bit of friendly hostility going on there. And Marks looks around and says, how did I miss it? There must be a hole in the bat. Lawson himself just looked heavenwards as Marks sitting across the line missed the rankest of full tosses. Lawson said, I'm lucky. He is lucky, but it's a wicket. It's all the same in the book. So Marks is out.
213 for 8. The final delivery of the 49th over. So there it is, England after 49 overs, 8 for 214. So Australia's target will be to have 49 overs bowled, 215 for victory.
Was dominated by Alan Lamb, who played quite beautifully for 53 from 53 balls faced. And a lot of the others got a start without being able to go on with it. 26 to Fowler, 27 Downton, 34 to Gatting, who struck the ball very precisely with great power, 24 to Marks and 20 to Edmonds. And for the Australians, the outstanding bowlers, Lawson once again, he's had a great season, 3 for 31 in 10 overs. McDermott again showed what a good wicket taker he is, picked up 3 there, 1 to McCurdy and 1 to O'Donnell. McCurdy a little expensive after starting so well. So the target is 215 from 49 overs.
A couple of Vessels on strike. And rather surprising to me anyhow, he's not wearing a helmet. As Cowans comes in from the southern stand end. And he beats Phil Edmonds. The man in close on the onside. And Vic Marks, the man at square leg. That's well timed, and that's his favourite scoring spot. First boundary coming up in the first over for Australia as they move to none for 6. Good shot from Kepler Vessels, going over Graham Fowler's head. Kerr is running hard, and Vessels is responding and coming back for the 4. That's well done.
Yes, good running by the Australians. Not only that, a good shot too by Vessels.
Good delivery and just beating first slip. 2 boundaries in succession there for Kepler Wessels. But that one going very close to Mike Gatting at first slip.
Yes, and the face of David Gower tells the story. And Gatting desperately trying to shoot the left hand out there. He's standing quite wide, but it went far too wide for him.
Once again, Wessels going over the infield with that pull shot. And Fowler again chasing. And the England side are going to have to learn that with those long throws from the outfield, someone's got to go out and meet them. You must have a relay throw here at the MCG.
Dusk coming over Melbourne. This magnificent stadium at its best today. Good shot, beautifully played. Kerr may come back for 4, he has him a look, but good relayed throw by Lamb restricts the shot to 3 runs. Gower needs early wickets.
Yes, I suppose Gower realises that. England were no wicket for 37, Australia no wicket for 38. Fairly level, and both of these sides off to very good starts. England having 61 runs on the board before the fall of the first wicket.
Good shot. Bad throw from Lawson. Bad ball, and it gets the treatment from Wessels. In good touch tonight. Lawson won't get that one, and that's 4 runs. Well played, Kepler Wessels.
The crowd cheer, the Seagulls rise. Agnew at the moment showing a great variation in length. He's first of all over pitching and then over correcting.
Beats Cowdrey at mid-on. Bad over from Agnew. Lack of control. 3 more runs. Brings up the 50 in the 11th over. Fine shot. Beats Lamb at point. That'll be 4 more. 5 boundaries to Kepler Wessels. The big crowd appreciating this fine knock.
The MCG itself in the centre, bathed in the rays of the floodlights.
Allison continues. Wessels out. What a catch! That's a classic catch if you ever saw one. Gatting at first slip brings off a beauty.
And the English contingent in the crowd rise to their feet. Union Jacks wave. And Wessels departs thinking, well, if Gatting can catch these sort of chances, then perhaps he should have a go at Swallows. A very thick edge flying quickly to the left of the Middlesex captain, and he went across quickly, the left hand out, and that's an inspirational catch for the England side, and that's exactly what they need. Wessels out for 39, 1 for 57.
Allison bowling well, goes for one. Gower's got a chance for run out. Oh, he missed it, no run out. It's gone! Hughes has run out without scoring. What a tragedy, complete confusion. The throw missed the wicket. It was backed up. They were both going for the wicketkeeper's end, and he departs, run out without scoring, and a delighted England and the crowd saddened by such a tragic end.
Well, what a match this has been. Swaying fortunes. And really Kim Hughes in a real psychological dilemma here. His confusion extends not just to his batting at the moment, but just to his running between the wickets as well. And the set lines of his mouth tell it all.
His own fault. He called, then he stopped, and he went back. He left Kerr stranded. He's run out his third duck in succession on the Melbourne cricket ground. And Australia, all of a sudden, 2 for 57.
15 overs gone, a maximum of 49 to be bowled. And Australia 2 for 58. As the sun goes down in the west. Port Phillip Bay in the background. Reflection off the Yarra River. And a new bowler coming on. So immediately the 15 overs have gone, on comes spin.
It's in the air, Cowans. And border goes, and Australia now deep in trouble. First ball from Vic Marks. Down the leg side, and a loose shot from Alan Border. Australia 3 down and deep in trouble.
And Alan Border not prepared to have a look at the spinner. Straight away going after him. It was on leg stump, just outside. Wasn't quite to the pitch of the ball, the top edge, and Norman Cowan's a good catch out there. Just caught it about a foot above the ground. Would have been pretty difficult to pick up with that dark background. But what a change of events. Australia losing 3 wickets and only adding 1 run in this 16th over, and they still need 157 runs for victory.
Agnew to Kerr. That's a fine shot from Kerr. Third man will cut it off. He'll still pick up 3 runs. Richard Ellison is the man down at deep third man. Dean Jones taking strike now to Vic Marks. This is a very tight field Marks has set. Well, he's got it between them this time. Australia 57 run opening stand, then 1 for 57, 2 for 57 and 3 for 58.
This match a really important one for England and Australia. 3 matches apiece. If you can get off to a win, it certainly takes a lot of that pressure off in the remaining second and third games.
Ellison. And Rob Kerr has placed that nicely for 2. He went for 2 right from the moment it left his bat. Well, that rule was changed recently, and that shows very quick thinking on the part of Rob Kerr. Very quick thinking.
Great reflexes by Robbie Kerr. Hitting the ground, coming back. For a moment he looked like he was going to grab it. If he'd have done that, he certainly would have been out. But a useful piece of footwork by Robbie Kerr. If he'd have grabbed that, he would have been out, handled the ball.
Here's Marks now to Rob Kerr.
Certainly in the next few overs. That's a good shot from Robbie Kerr. Picking the gap nicely for his first boundary.
That's his 56th ball, so it's taken him a while to do it.
Edmonds to Jones.
That's a good shot from Dean Jones. Nicely timed and hit very straight.
Yes, that was a magnificent shot from Dean Jones. The ball slightly over pitch there and inclined to leg. Dean Jones, who's pretty aggressive on the drive, just opens up that front foot a little bit and smashes it down the ground. There was no way that either of those two fieldsmen, Cowans or Fowler, were going to cut the shot off. Lovely timing.
Australia needing 215 for victory from 49 overs at a rate of 4.3038 per over. 3 for 87. As we look down on the MCG, it's like the view that those great big moths would get. Once again, Kerr picking the gap with that cut as Vic Marks just drops a little short. Gets past Edmonds. Fowler out in the deep.
Lovely shot, nice placement.
And that's safely into the gap. Bisecting Cowdrey and Fowler in the outfield. And a very good over for Australia.
Well, he's beginning to take the initiative now, Dean Jones, and don't the Victorians down here love it. Pretty serious look on the face of David Gower.
And the MCG in all its glory at night. Hesitation again, but in the end Dean Jones got going.
I think Edmonds was trying to suggest that if that had hit, he may have been out. In fact, he may well have done. Direct is the only way he's going to go there. A little time passes from the time the keeper gets it until he takes the bails off. So that throw from Gower, just off target.
Cowan's in now to Kerr.
Edged and wide of the keeper. Another 4 as Phil Edmonds once again takes the hat off. Only time he's got his hat off at the moment is when he's not bowling.
Yes, no slip in position there, and this one flies away down to a very fine third man for 4. Edmonds fielding it backward point, didn't enjoy that very much.
It's a good shot from Kerr, and he gets a nice little bonus. Chris Cowdrey obviously didn't spend a lot of his youth in billiard saloons. He wasn't quite able to pick up the angle off the stumps.
Australia up to 4.23 now. Just check on what they need at the start. 4.38.
I've never seen such a fiery spinner from England. When you think of Fred Titmus, David Allen, Derek Underwood, always very passive and calm, but not Edmonds, very fiery.
That didn't come off the centre of the bat, but it gives Rob Kerr 50. And that is a very interesting performance, not just from Kerr's personal point of view, which will be tremendous for him, but also for Australian cricket.
3 for 133. Cowans from the members' end.
Once again over pitch, still going for the Yorker. Now it's a long throw. They're going to look for a 4th. Don't think they can do it. Jones sends Kerr back. View from the Channel 9 helicopter of the Melbourne Cricket Ground under lights. First time viewers in Sydney have seen cricket under lights from interstate.
Well, it's going to be Edmonds to continue, bowling his left-arm orthodox spinners. Well played, right into the gap, down towards the net area down there. Cowdrey, the fieldsman, and there's a bit of a mix-up. The ball coming into the wrong end.
Fairly casual fellow, Phil Edmonds, then. The way he took that ball, looked as though there may have been a chance of a run out here. The 2, it was easy, but it was the 3rd run that was going to create the problem. A good return from out in the deep. But look at Edmonds, very casual, and decides to whip off the bail. Should have been behind those stumps.
Well played, beautiful shot. Giving himself just a little bit of extra room towards the leg side there, and they love every second of it. That ball smashed away through the offside, and Dean Jones acknowledging his 50 there. Off 80 balls it was.
A shot from the Regent Hotel up in Collins Street. Ground beautifully illuminated. A little bit of common sense needed here by Dean Jones, who's played very well this evening, as has Robbie Kerr. Still a lot of work to be done. There's plenty of singles out there. You don't have to go for the big hit.
Oh, he's nicked that one away, and that'll fly down to third man for 4. That's twice that's happened now. Robbie Kerr played one like that off Cowans, and on that occasion the ball played away down there by Dean Jones. 3 for 170.
Lawson, who's in operation at the moment, is bowling beautifully, keeping the ball up, keeping it in that block hole, and giving the batsman no room whatsoever outside that off stump.
The crowd now trying to spur Robbie Kerr on. It's in the air and just wide of Gatting at mid-wicket. The ball racing away down towards the boundary there, and that'll be 4. That's what they wanted. Aren't they loving it? He's not.
And at this stage of the game, it's usually the team that has that little bit of luck that wins the match. In the previous over, we saw Dean Jones play at a couple and then get a snick that went for 4 runs. And Robbie Kerr picking up a half volley on leg stump, hitting it in the air. For a moment, it looked as though Gatting had a chance picking it up, but it eluded him. And more importantly, from an Australian viewpoint, went for 4 runs. The first of the World Championship matches.
Well played. He's beat the fieldsman, and a huge cheer as the ball rolls away down towards deep mid-on. That was over-pitched and smashed away wide of the man at mid-on. Cowdrey diving away to his right. I tell you what, it's going to be drinks all round on Dean Jones tonight. This crowd are loving it. Well, that's down the ground. This could be out. No, it's over his head. He's misjudged it. Well, that should have been taken down there. The ball whipped away down towards deep square leg. And it was certainly misjudged. Gower with a very surly look on his face. Must get the feeling now that this match is slipping away from him.
And the boys away. The adrenaline is really flowing with Dean Jones. He's finding it very difficult to hold himself back. Probably when you're going like this, the best way to do it is to keep going.
Cowdrey, the man down there at deep mid-wicket. Oh, and lovely shot. Opening face of the bat there, running it away down, and Norman Cowans is not going to cut it off, and they're going berserk. What a beautiful shot. 14 so far off the over. And Dean Jones's timing at the moment, perfect.
145 runs they've added. And that one thrashed past the bowler. Beautifully hit by Robbie Kerr.
It's great to see a young batsman hit straight. He's definitely in the mould of Greg Chappell. Very fortunate to come into the side. It's had Greg Chappell playing so well for Queensland, and Kerr with that touch of class hitting the ball very straight. Great fighting stand, and the crowd have loved every minute of this partnership. And there goes a big run. Jones hitting down the ground.
And that ties the scores. What a tremendous way to do it. Jones enjoying every minute of this innings now. And there's the single that brings Australia victory in the first match of the World Championship of Cricket.